What's going on? It's your boy Macky. Oh, here, my good brothers and guys. The Hokage, aka Salt and Pepper, Poppy, Crispin. We also got the richest man in Wakanda, Musa.
Also facts.
And we are nerdy by nature. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Share with your friends.
So, we are watching a trailer, more reactions for your head top. What's the name of this one? The Beginning After the End. That's the name of the anime. It comes out in 2025.
Which is right around the corner. Every time I hear 2025, I keep forgetting. It's right damn near New Year.
It's on the block.
What studio's doing this?
So he's a ninja.
Oh,
That was extremely quick.
Wow, I didn't even get a chance to look up who's doing it, the studio that's doing this. But
well,
yes, first thoughts. What does everyone think?
Nothing. It was too fast.
well,
Like
Studio
that
you combine
Studio
What'd you say?
A-Cat Inc.
A-Cat. I don't know them. While you look up what other stuff they've done, I say, yeah, the trailer was short, but if you combine it with the synopsis, it had pretty much why it says, what's it called? The beginning after the end, right?
Yeah.
So the reason it's called that, as we saw in the little subtitles, the dude he was a king, he's getting reborn as someone named Arthur, who I'm assuming is tying into King Arthur. And, I don't know if King Arthur was even a real person, but that story of King Arthur, and he's going to be able to live life differently after gaining the wisdom of living life a first time. So he'll be able to kind of correct his mistakes, or maybe even be a greater king or ruler or whatever he decides to be in this world. We got a little view, even though it was like 40 seconds for that video. We got a little view of there's going to be some type of like medieval combat and things like that. There's supposed to be magic as well, which I don't think we saw any of, or full display of it, but the animation looked all right. There was some blood, so I like a little violence in my anime. So
It's a little bit.
They haven't done any anime that any of us would know. So they
you call me a casual?
Yeah.
that's not what I said. That's not what
essentially
I
is what he's saying.
That's not what I said.
That's not what you said, but that's essentially what you say.
No, like I don't know any of these anime. I've never heard of
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about me.
Okay, battle game in 5 seconds.
Bro, that's my favorite.
Nigga.
Like, what is he talking about?
I don't even know if the nigga that wrote that knows what it is.
Exactly. They don't have too much work. They've been around since like 2004, but they haven't really done too many anime. So this one I thought looked cool. The synopsis and everything looked cool. I was definitely intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, I think the concept itself is cool, because like people always think about that in their regular life, like, oh, if I could have did this differently, or if I would have, everybody see Bitcoin at 100K. It's like, if you knew back then what you could do, or like how to invest, or being a smarter human and redoing life over, how you would do that. So you put that in anime and add some king royalty magic and all that kind of stuff, medieval times type thing, then hey,
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but nah, I'm cool. If I'm out of here, I'm out of here. Volamos el martes.
Jesus
So you're
Christ.
good on it?
I gave you another synopsis.
Okay. So Gray / Arthur explores his new
No, the
home
first one,
with family and friends.
the one before that.
I read that one.
That is no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, in the realm of you didn't read that one.
In the realm.
It's
Okay.
continued.
So that's the second one.
Correct.
In the realm of Itharia, King Gray was a great ruler, but with a sense of guilt for his past mistakes. When he dies of poisoning, it's always poisoning. It's either poisoning or someone stab you when you sleep. He
Yeah.
has
In your heart
reincarnated in the
too.
realm
They ain't playing no
as that one hitter quitter for real. Um, as Arthur with a second chance of living. So yeah, so that's even more interesting. So he already, as he's living as the king, and we saw he didn't die from old age. He got poisoned. He was probably 35, 40. He already had those regrets while he was already living in the king as his original self. So
What
that
I
kind of
was talking
lines up
about,
pretty
Mac, is
well.
this.
Mashoku Tenshin, Jobless
Eh,
Reincarnation.
Yeah, that.
I've heard of that.
It's
It
are you?
sounds like that.
Yeah.
The only thing
Yeah.
that this guy was a lazy ass dude
Yeah.
and became powerful. This guy was a powerful dude and became a little kid, like random. So it's like flipped. Sort
Well,
of.
the real interesting thing here for
There's
this
more
show.
to his story in Mashoku Tenshin, but we'll say he's lazy.
No, I'm talking about before he became the kid.
No,
Like when he
yeah,
was the first.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a reason why he was lazy. That's
Okay.
all I'm gonna say. You got
Yeah, we're not gonna get spoilers though.
it. But yeah, so
The cool thing it says here too is he's not the only one that was reincarnated. That's interesting.
he's not the only one. So others were
He's not the
reincarnated.
only one.
And is the kingdom that he was reincarnated into in the same
kingdom
like
he was
in the same
he got,
area
or the same
That's
time
insane.
or the same
line.
time frame or time? Yeah, because that would be crazy.
What'll
That
be
would be
really
nuts.
interesting is if they're
Like
like
he
at
died and he
war,
came back in the future. That would be.
or they're at war with his original kingdom or something. That would be crazy.
Like he's on the other side type shit.
Yeah.
But in the same time, like he died.
Yeah, or
as
there
the
could be a
dude.
little bit of a there has to be somewhat of a time skip because you can't die and then
No,
get
because if it's a
reincarnated
different
unless
timeline,
the
because
baby was just
these,
born.
my bad, these people die and go to another world, to like complete other world. It could be the same time frame, like it just
Yeah.
separate.
But it's like a baby has to be born for you to come back as that baby.
Okay. So a couple of years before the war.
Yeah, it might be like a 5-10 year time skip or something like that. Same thing with Avatar. It'd be like a little bit of time in between, but yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen. And it said he's not the only one who got reincarnated, so it might be either his old ops,
or
and he got to figure out. It might be on some Death Note stuff where you getting chummy with these people, but they really got ulterior motives from back when you was the king or something. Like you never know.
Sounds interesting.
Adonis has
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited to see what's in store with this. I like stories like this. I got to get back into Mashoku Tenshin because that was a really big one for me last year. It was in my I believe my top 10 anime of last year. So hopefully, when this comes out next year, I'm definitely gonna be down to watch it. I was one person that used to not shit on, but I never really enjoyed isekais until I watched
that one, my boy.
Who?
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. So until Shawnee put me onto Reincarnated as a Slime, and that it just now I'm just like, okay, it's a more of like a eye opener because it's like, okay, I didn't think that an isekai story could be this interesting. And there's been isekai since that I've watched, like again, Mashoku Tenshin, Jobless Reincarnation, Shangri-La Frontier, Solo Leveling is like has isekai elements. There's another one, the wrong way to train a magician. That one was very interesting for me to watch.
After I watched Mushoku Tensei and
Shield, the Big Hero Shield or whatever.
And the Frontier one, that hella shit in Crunchyroll pop up like, reincarnated as a vending machine, reincarnated as a this. I'm like, yo, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with
Have
me.
any of the isekai that you guys watch have the same premise as this, where they come back, like in other isekai, right? They're in this new world and okay, I gotta get back to my world or something. In this, it's like we're assuming in the same universe, but you still have the wisdom and the experiences of your previous life, and it can still affect where you're at now. And how it said there's other people reincarnated as well. Like, have the other ones you've watched done that, or has it been like you just start from scratch?
Not the people reincarnated, but the memory. Yeah, Mishuku Tensei, that guy knows everything he knew from before. That's why he gets so good, because he used to play games that were about the powers that he's using now. So he's like, just to learn all the shit, and I know how to read. Like, I know how to do all the shit. So he just knows more than a regular baby does. So
Yeah, same thing with Slime. He keeps all the same knowledge that he had in his previous life, and it helps him navigate the new life that he's in.
Yeah. So I mean, the premise
other
is
people
definitely
reincarnating
interesting.
though. That shit tough. I like that.
The other people, yeah, because like there's a reason for that. They're gonna be doing some stuff.
Something happened that everybody reincarnated at the same time. Something happened, or something's supposed to happen on this time that couldn't happen last time.
Or someone reincarnated himself and this king for a reason.
Or somebody wanted to reincarnate itself and like
accidentally got him.
Reincarnated everybody, and the war about to happen again. We're about to do this shit all over again.
Or maybe,
so it's a lot of shit that can happen. I like it.
Maybe it's all a coincidence. Or maybe it's all a dream.
Or maybe, you know what? Maybe you should just watch whatever the hell somebody tells you at the end and do that, because we're done here. We're about to reincarnate in another video. Because obviously we're in another, you know what I'm saying? Go watch that too.
What's going on, people? It's your boy mackyomo. And you made it to the end of this video. We appreciate and love every single one of you nerds that have come, watched, and now you have conquered, okay? If you want to follow us, you can subscribe to the YouTube at Nerdy by Nature TV. That's Nerdy by Nature TV. You can also listen to the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's Nerdy by Nature Podcast, the Nerdy by Nature Podcast. And guess what? We're also on social media. You can follow us anywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Nerdy by Nature TV, that's at Nerdy by Nature TV. And if you don't follow us, why I oughta. I'll see you there. Peace.